Hey guys, so this is the data collection sheet that I am recommending that you use. So you can go ahead and put your operational definition of your target behaviors up at the top of the sheet. It's okay to put all of them on the exact same form. That's not a problem at all. And then what you're going to do is each target behavior, you're going to think about it as going vertically. So if a target behavior would occur today, then you would put today's date, for example, into the sheet. You're going to put the time that the target behavior occurred, how long it lasted, your initials because you're collecting data. If any setting events occurred, sometimes they won't, and that's okay. You don't have to have a setting event. The location, the antecedent, the behavior, and the consequence. Now the biggest thing is, prior to doing this, you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to auto-populate this. So I assume that your targeted behaviors aren't hitting, kicking, pushing, behavior directed at peer, behavior directed at staff, things like that, and your antecedents may be different than that as well. So you can auto-populate all of these sections, so whenever you go in to collect data, it's really nice and easy for you. So again, you're going to go ahead and list all of this information. If a behavior occurs later in the day, you're going to put the second behavior in this column. The goal here is to collect about 10 instances of behavior. 10 is probably the minimum, but if you're having a hard time getting to 10, just email me. And then you can scroll down. This is in the document that I posted. You can go ahead and actually just look at the example that I posted. So again, multiple behaviors occurred on the 7th, one at 8:46 in the morning, one at 10:11 in the morning, one at 2:20 in the morning. The duration's on there. I'm collecting the data. There were not any setting events. And then you're just going to put an X, with the corresponding location, corresponding antecedent, so whatever happened right beforehand, the behaviors. So this is a punch, and it's directed at staff. I like to differentiate between behavior directed at peers, behavior directed at staff, but your student may not be engaging in behavior directed at the peers or behavior directed exclusively at staff. So you may not need this. You can sometimes people write other here if a behavior pops up that you're seeing pretty frequently. And then again, your consequences, make sure that these are specific to the student. A consequence isn't something negative, it's just whatever happens right after the behavior. This form then is what we're going to use to go ahead and analyze all of our data, and I'll show you more about that next week. But the big goal here is to just start filling these out and get at least 10 instances of target behaviors. Again, more than one target behavior can occur on the same form. So the operational definition I have here is that the student hits with an open hand, kicks, or punches, and then I broke it down hit, kick, punch. But again, if you have multiple targeted behaviors that don't occur simultaneously, yours may look differently. If you have questions, just email me. I would also recommend you may want to email me your drafted data collection sheet before you start using it, so that way I can identify any errors or concerns prior to you starting to collect the data. All right, thanks.